after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Indianapolis Colts taking on the Houston Texans. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are, as we are off and running on EA Sports. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
Here we go. Check, hurt.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. You look at this Colt defense. They are the 22nd ranked unit against the run in the NFL.
I always think back to what my defensive coordinator in college used to tell me. Playing against the run is 11 individual battles, man on man. And are you going to win that battle? You're going to whip the guy across from you and get to the ball carrier, wrap him up, and put him on the ground. Because the one thing he absolutely detested was yards after contact. Tackle him, put him down on the spot.
And meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
Taking it about the 16. The danger of a punt that good, a 16-yard return. And the Colts will go on offense here, first and 10. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. They run with the all-pro from a couple of years ago, Jonathan Taylor. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Well, this defense for the Texans, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice, dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
First and 10, it's Richardson. He's going to wind up and air it out. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Garrett Stingley picks it, and the Texans force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Throw left side is intercepted. Picked off by Zaire Franklin.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Ready.
First and 10, Taylor now. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Unlock line. Unlock line.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Here we go now on 1st and goal.
Ready.
They'll run here with Taylor. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
Jonathan Taylor, a touchdown machine. He's going to get plenty of looks down here near the goal line, so if I'm on defense, I might start getting prepared to see his number called a couple more times.
Cook fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this... And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Dalvin Cook, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Colts take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Here comes Darius Phillips out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they... Robert Woods! A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
This is what made the West Coast offense a staple around the NFL in the 80s and 90s. You don't have to push the ball deep downfield to come up with big plays, and there's an example of that right there.
So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The Texans 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Panther 11. Panther 11.
Now Stroud. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A good throw there, and this is a quarterback who's still just getting his feet wet, obviously. And by most accounts, last week played okay in the victory. But I want to know, Charles, what was your impression of his play last week?
Brandon, I think a lot of teams will be happy with okay, and early on, it's less about how many touchdowns did he throw, but did he not throw interceptions? Did he handle adversity? Did he handle the huddle? Those types of things. That's what people are looking for.
Hey, smash Broncos! 65 cat! 65 cat! Ready?
2nd and 10. Stroud to throw yet again here. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rashaan Evans. And the Colts are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Colts in possession as they've got it with 2nd down and less than a yard.
Come on, come on. Hey.
Now Richardson going to shift things up. They run once more with Taylor. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the two tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
In motion right is Pittman. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Award that tackle for loss to the linebacker, Denzel Perryman.
As a linebacker, you're taught to stay just slightly behind the ball carrier just in case he makes a cutback. But when you find the gap, shoot it. And he found it all right. Took it straight into the backfield and made the tackle for a loss.
On second down, it's Taylor. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. And now they'll shift things around. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Check smash, check smash. Ready.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Stroud. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. They took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
19 tight, 19 tight.
Stroud on third down now. Flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. DeForest Buckner with a sack, the former number 7 overall pick. On fourth down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback.
Here we go.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Second down, another run with Taylor. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 63 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Okay, ready?
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Richardson now on 2nd down. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. A throw out wide to Woods, complete. Call it a gain of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now 2nd and 9 from the 10.
Ready.
Stroud working out of the gun. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler, go!
And Stroud now to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Shaquille Leonard, the linebacker. Return for a Colts TD. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0.
The score, Colts 14, Texans nothing. Matt Gay to kick off for the Colts.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Stroud getting his offense to the line quickly. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
Always important as a defender on 3rd down to keep the play in front of you and make sure you don't give up enough space that they can make a move on you in the open field. Try as he might, he wasn't able to get to the 1st down marker. Excellent defense, good tackling.
So on 4th down, Texan kicker Ka'imi Fairbairn comes on. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. Or maybe a moral victory of sorts. They're on the board here late in the first half, but this offense just hasn't looked that sharp.
Yeah, but at least they got the 3 points, right? At least have something to, quote-unquote, hang their hats on and maybe feel a little bit better about themselves as they head to the half.
Fairbairn now following the made field goal. He'll send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan
These two clubs running through their final halftime adjustment. It's just about time to get back at it. And for the call in the second half, we go back out to Houston, H-Town, and Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Ready for the second half. 14-3 our score as we are back underway on EA Sports. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Let's go now.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want us to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Richardson going to change the play here. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Oh, he's intercepted again. It's Richardson's 3rd of the game. Shaquill Griffin with a pick. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've got to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted up.
Touchdown, Texans! John Mechie from 13 yards out. And the Texans take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They start the drive with Cook. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Not liking the look. They'll change the play. They run again on 1st down. Cook. And a able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 46-yard line.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Richardson out of the shotgun. Look at the big fella go. And he takes it all the way down to the 22. They'll get 34 yards there.
Allie Cox. A gain of 34 yards.
Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. On the counter, it's Taylor. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. And the slot man goes in motion left. On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. 90 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. So that run gets them about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
Give to Cook out of the gun. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line.
On goal-to-goal runs, when you create lost yardage plays, the only way that happens is either called pressure or what I like to call straight-ahead pursuit. A great read, and they get to the backfield and make the play.
And that was a big chunk of yardage lost. And they'll get him down here about the 5-yard line. It's about a 3-yard pickup there, but more importantly, they're still a few yards away here. It's now 4th down and goal. Gay's kick is good, and that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So 3 points, a response there to that opening touchdown of this 3rd quarter.
And that's an important 3, both in terms of adding to your lead, but also letting the other guys know you're not going to just come out in the second half and take over.
Taken at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Now a throw here to his running back. He'll be marked down at the 26 for the gain of 7. Stroud looking to throw. Caught left side. Here's Dell. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. On 1st down, here's Stroud. And his throw is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. 3 quarters in the books. The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Panther 11,
Again, it's Stroud. Throw left side complete. That's Woods. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. 9 yards that time.
This is a nice job of just taking what the defense is going to give you on third down. You're not looking for a big play downfield. You just want to find something that can get you past the marker. They found it, and they're able to keep the drive moving.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. He's got room at the 30, and he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. So now following the big play, they've got a first and goal all the way down at the 10. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3. 2nd and 7.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
Here's Stroud. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Oh, yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick, 19 tight, 19 Lion. Say, hey. Mustang 19.
Throwing now is Stroud. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Touchdown! A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try and grab that lead back. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down, 3 yards in the wrong direction.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. Richardson on 4th down. And this is going to be intercepted. Desmond King picks it. He may go. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. The part of this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play because, remember, they had a pick six on the other side, and now they get a pick six of their own.
Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game. A good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. A better effort to take it all the way back for 6. And how about an exceptional effort to match their opposition's pick six from earlier in this game?
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And can they regroup? That's the question. The pick six hurt, no doubt, but this is still a one-score game here in the fourth. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Again, it's Taylor. And all this Texans defense, they're all charged up now. They stop him behind the line for the second straight play. 2 yards the loss there. Now 3rd and 14. This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. Third and long for Richardson. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Just because you got the lead. Play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
Gotta avoid the flags defensively. Here's 4th and long. 4th down, desperation time. Here's Richardson. Open man is Downs. He's got it. And he is going to have a Colts first down, and they come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving and then some. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
This offense in good shape. 2 timeouts and the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. 1st and 10, Taylor now. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Now Richardson back to throw it. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, they know anything less than a touchdown here at this late stage is going to be no good. They were going for it all right there, but it was just too hard to adjust to that one in the air, and it winds up incomplete.
This feels like a late season game, even though it's just week 2. Here's a big 3rd down. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And the crowd a major factor now. Here's third down. Richardson to throw it. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on fourth down. Now Richardson. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is going to have a Colts first down, and he'll have it by plenty, as it turns out to be a big gainer there on fourth down. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Just the one timeout remaining as they try to navigate this 2-minute drill. First and 10. The throw over the middle, taken in.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
Cook up the gut. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Well, this crowd doing their best to make a lot of racket. It's 3rd and 5. Richardson. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game. His first career touchdown pass, and it's cliche to say, but he's probably been envisioning this since he was a little kid. That's a cool moment.
It really is. So enjoy the moment, enjoy the time, celebrate, save the full reflection for later, but make sure you grab someone on the sidelines and say, hey, make sure I get that football, okay?
This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute, as the kick's away here. To return it, Darius Phillips. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
They'll come up first and 10 here.
79 Broncos.
Stroud to throw it. And this one into the hands of Mechie. And he'll get out of bounds, so that stops the clock. Is on one play. They're up close to midfield.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
Now Stroud. Flush to his right. This is caught. It's Woods. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Now that's a catch of some significance. It's number 631 of his career, and why that's significant, it ties him with Hall of Famer Raymond Berry.
He was one of the most precise route runners at any position during his time in his career. So I think that we're seeing something very similar here. He may not have known Raymond Berry, but he goes about his business the same way. Understands how defenses are going to play, understands where the leverage is, and goes away from it to the tune of 631 catches.
Let's go now.
They'll come up now. 2nd and 9.
65 catch. 65 catch.
Stroud. As this complete to Woods. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So on is their kicker, and it's down to this. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win.